Hello everybody, I'm Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another DC Universe Superheroes review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 6858, Catwoman Catcycle City Chase. This set includes 89 pieces and originally retailed for $12.99 back in January of 2012. Now I believe I got this set early at my local Toys R Us back in 2011, back in December of 2011, which if you didn't know, back in the day LEGO used to be very lenient on street dates and stuff like that, which I'm really happy to actually have this set in my collection along with probably all of the other ones in the first wave of LEGO Batman. So taking a look at the box art, you might notice that we have DC Universe superheroes instead of DC Comics superheroes. They later on changed that because mainly the first wave focused on Batman, other than we did get one set with Superman and Wonder Woman. From the front, we also get your regular stuff off the side, choking hazard Batman logo at the corner, and the main picture of the set front and center. One other thing to note is that this is pretty much mimicking another set that we saw back in the 2006 Batman wave, which I do not own that set in my collection, though hopefully I will one day, and I will be able to do a comparison maybe. From the very back, you can take a look at some of the play features in this set, which we'll go over in the video. We also get a small advertisement for LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes, a very nice video game right after the original LEGO Batman. We also get the push tab, as this is a small $10 type set. Top of the box features the actual size of one of your minifigures. Side of the box features some very nice DC art from the time period and stuff in various different languages, choking hazards. Very bottom features your LEGO trademarks and barcode for this set. So yeah, that's all for the box. So let's take a look at the instructions. Looking at the instructions, we pretty much mimic the front of the box. Very back features the Win Kit for the time period. You can flip right open to some advertisements for LEGO Club, as well for the buildable figures at the time period. LEGO was experimenting. They did this for both DC and Marvel, and then they later on did it for Star Wars. None of them really worked, but I do own all of these in my collection. Might do a collection video sometime in the future. Moving forward, we get an advertisement yet again for LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Very nice nostalgic advertisement from back in the day. We get a small comic over here for this set, which they weren't able to include an individual comic like they did with some of the other sets in the time, but pretty nice to see that still the same. And then we get the very front of that over here. We get the piece count for one page, and then the final overall model for this set. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for the instructions. No advertisements for the other sets available, but no matter, I will be reviewing those sometime in the future. So yeah, let's take a look at our minifigure selection. Taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Batman. Now this version is exclusive due to the arrangement of parts and the fact that he has these bat wings and jetpack from the very back for his under the neck accessory. So taking a look at that, you can see some of the pieces used there. We get one of these claw pieces. We get some building on the side for that if you want to just remove that to take a better look at the two studs that connect it. And like I said, it is an under the neck accessory that I'll have to remove to take a better look at the torso printing, and we get some of that trans blue just for like the jetpack action going on. Taking a look at his accessory, we get one being the Batarang, which was introduced all the way back in 2006, so nothing really too special with that piece, just very nice that they did keep the same mold for that. We get the light gray legs, we get the dark blue belt piece, we get the light gray torso and dark blue hands, and the printing from the very front of the torso. Facial expression was new for Batman at the time period. I believe that they don't use this facial expression too much anymore. You can take a look, just a calm regular facial expression from the front, and that white band for the eyes that can connect with the mask, and then you can turn that right around to see a more happy grin on Batman's face, which I also really like this double-sided facial expression. It works quite well. And then like I said, you can put the helmet down and you can see the whiteness in the eyes, and the cowl is in that dark blue color just like the wings, which fits along with the rest of the character. Very nice look for Batman during the time. And finally, for those of you interested, here's a quick look at the back print for Batman. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for his minifigure. We also got an exclusive version of Catwoman in this set, which is also pretty nice. We get an exclusive torso print from both the front and the back right there, but otherwise a full black look for her character. She has one accessory being this gem that she stole, and then taking a look at the facial expression, you can see that we do get the white for the eyes right there, just more of like a mask look underneath, and you can also see like that little grin, and then you can turn that right around to see an actual facial expression. Too bad that they didn't include a hairpiece to go along with that. I think that that would have been very nice. But there's a quick look at Selena Kyle, and then you can also put on the mask piece, which is, I believe, a new mold compared to the one that we got back in the day. I'm not really too sure, but there's just a quick look to see like the comparison between that, and also seeing the eyes underneath. I don't think that works too well compared to the actual mask aspect, but you know, still pretty nice for the time period to get her minifigure. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Catwoman. So getting right into the builds included, we get some smaller builds to recreate this small street chase, which I actually really like this small playset for what it is. So let's start by taking a look at Catwoman's Catcycle. So looking at Catwoman's Catcycle, we don't get any stickers on this for some extra details, though we do get some extra pieces on here just to make it somewhat look like a cat, though they don't really do a good job with that. The previous one that we got back in 2006 actually had a stickered piece from the very front of the motorcycle, but this one does not. Do really like the purple look for it, just to show that it is Catwoman's. We get one accessory over here being her whip, which is also pretty nice to get connected via clip piece. And then we get another one over here if you want to put the gem there. We get some of the lights from the back and the lights from the front, and then of course this is on wheels, so you can bring it back and forth like such. And finally, you can of course plop your minifigure right into the seating area by placing her gem in the clip piece and placing her legs in that area and clipping her to the bars. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Catwoman's Catcycle. Along with that, we get a few of these boxes right here, which include two different builds, one being the container right here with the tile on the very top. There is nothing inside these, which is quite disappointing, but it's fine for what it is. And then we get this 2x2 brick with another one of those cover-ups being the 2x2 tile in brown. So now, why are these included? They're just some small extra builds that, I mean, why do we really even need them? Well, I mean, I really like this as like an obstacle if you want to have Catwoman drive into it and smash all of these things everywhere, which, you know, I think that's another really cool play feature included in this set. And finally, we have to have this small little street location, which I really love the build for this. It definitely will fit into a normal Lego city if you really wanted to, especially like the traffic light aspect of that. I really love the build for that. Especially the fact that you can actually remove this if you really want to. It is connected by one of those wrench pieces, which, you know, I thought was a weird connection, but, you know, it does make sense when it comes to the play feature aspect, where if you want to have Batman pretend to throw his batarang at it, and then you have Catwoman going underneath, and then you can have this drop on her head and knock her out, which, you know, I think that's another really interesting play feature that they decided to include. But removing that right off the bat, we're going to take a look at this build just overall. You can see that we do get some building on the side, but not on all of the sides of this thing. We do get one side left off when it comes to this, just because I don't know why, you know, you might as well just face it in that one direction. But overall, I think it's a very nice build for that. You do get some Technic building over here just for the styling of that, and it is quite stable in a way that it doesn't really move, other than this just falls off if you want to have it fall off, but it is meant to fall off in part of the play feature. We also get a small build for a mailbox down here, which is pretty simple, doesn't really work as a mailbox, but it's nice for what it is. And then we also get some newspapers right here, which are both the same print, which I believe was also seen in Lego City during the time period. If we take a quick look at these, where we have a small little tree and then a guy right next to it, the Lego News. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I really have to say for that. And then we do get it on one of these like base pieces right here, which also has some tiles for some extra details, which I do really appreciate. So overall, for $13 back in the day, I think that this set was definitely a great deal. You do get two minifigures that are exclusive and a really nice recreation of a bike chase scene right here with Batman and Catwoman. I think that Lego did a very nice job setting this up and including multiple play features, so then Batman can actually win this conflict. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!